she bout to come. When I come, I rub my dick across her gums. She love me cause I'm all about funds and having fun. Broke her ass for a honey bun. Had to hit me back, she had to.
Temptation Island, Heikaiu Edition, Episode 2. Episode 2, Golden Via, Tempters walk in. Kiyoko begins. Opening ceremony, Kiyoko's introduction. The five couples sat shoulder to shoulder on the open-air terrace of the Golden Via. The late afternoon sun cast gold across their skin, the ocean wind whispering through the palm trees like it knew what was coming. Each man sat with his partner, some leaning close, some rigid with unease. Hinata and Kageyama sat perched at the end of the row, both tense, knees bumping beneath a bench. Kenma and Kyoru were side by side, but Kenma's hands were locked on his lap while Kyoru's knee bounced in restless anticipation. Atsumu leaned against Sakusa, legs crossed, body relaxed, too relaxed, but Sakusa's jaw was tight, hands clasped between his knees. Oikawa crossed one leg over the other, sunglasses on, body draped in studied calm, while Iwaizumi beside him looked like he was sitting on a live wire. Akashi sat beside Bakuto, fingers loosely laced, looking down. Bakuto watched him more than he watched the view. Then came Kiyoko, elegant, controlled, powerfully still. She stepped into the center of the stone platform, the wind teasing her dark hair, heels silent against the tiles, every eye locked on her. She didn't need a microphone, her voice cut clean, firm and smooth the silk. Welcome to Temptation Island. Silence, only the ocean in the distance, and the pounding of 10 synchronized heartbeats. You've all come here for the same reason. Love isn't always enough. Maybe your relationship feels distant. Maybe the chemistry is fading. Maybe you're not sure if this person still sees you, wants you, or knows how to keep you. The words cut like a whisper of flame. Kiyoko paced slowly in front of them, her hands at her sides. That's where we come in. Over the next few weeks, your relationship will be tested by temptation in its most beautiful, dangerous, and seductive forms. Kyoru shifted. Sakusa looked away. Hinata swallowed. Oikawa took off his sunglasses. Bakuto's grip on Akashi's hand tightened. In just a few minutes, 12 single men will walk into this villa. A beat. And they're not just here to flirt, they're here to connect, to seduce, to challenge what you thought you had, and to remind you that there are people out there who would do anything to take your place. Atsumu's jaw tensed. Kenma blinked hard. Kageyama's fingers curled into fists. These 12 men were chosen specifically for the 5 of you, Hinata, Kenma, Atsumu, Oikawa, and Akashi. Kiyoko's gaze swept across the 5 of them like a blade. Each of them is smart, sexy, relentless, and they're here to offer you something you may not even realize you've been missing. She stopped in front of the couples. You'll live with them, dine with them, swim, dance, and sleep in the same villa. Your partners will be elsewhere, watching, reacting, wondering. The tension across the benches thickened into something physical. You could slice it with the knife. No one breathed. And at the end of this experience, you will be forced to make a choice. Another beat. Do you go home with the one you came with? She raised an eyebrow. Or do you leave with someone new? A visible shudder passed through the group. Bakuto dropped his gaze. Kageyama was glaring at nothing. Kenma leaned just slightly closer to Kyoru. Atsumu's tongue darted across his lip like he was thinking about exactly what kind of trouble he might cause. And Oikawa was smirking, but his leg was shaking. Kiyoko stepped back, and for a long breath, the world went still. Then she said the words that changed everything. Gentlemen, get ready to meet your tempters. Palm tree. Flirting begins now. The sun dipped low, casting a golden glow over the villa. The 5 boyfriends sat like coiled wires on velvet lounge chairs, drinks sweating in their hands, hearts pounding behind stiff smiles. Somewhere, music throbbed like a heartbeat. The air, thick with nerves, sunscreen, and testosterone. Then came Kiyoko, immaculate in ivory, heels silent in the sand. Gentlemen, the temptation has arrived. And one by one, they walked in. Asahi Azumane. He moved slow, shoulders broad, gaze intense, shirt clinging to his chest like it was barely hanging on. Quiet, but devastating. I'm Asahi, he said, voice low, steady, intimate. I believe in patience, the kind that takes its time peeling off layers, until there's nothing left between us but heat. Kiyama, without looking up. Jesus Christ. Hinata whispers under his breath, oh wow. Tsukishima K, smirking, wearing a half-unbuttoned sheer shirt and low-slung black pants. Every step was casual cruelty. Tsukishima, I don't need to touch you to know what makes you squirm, but I'd rather find out the hard way. Akashi's wine glass tilted just slightly, his lips parted, but he said nothing. Bakuto's turns whips his head to look at Akashi. Lev Heba, shirtless, vest open, silver chain swinging as he strolled in like he was born under a spotlight. I'm Lev, tall enough to lift you against the wall, strong enough to keep you there. Who wants to test my reach? Hinata, choking on his drink. Absolutely not. Kageyama, deadpan. You're literally 12 feet tall. You literally cannot fuck that lil god. Excuse you? What you want him to? I'm ignoring you. Aaron Ajiro, dark tank top, sleeves straining, calm confidence oozing from every step. Aaron, I don't say much, but when I do, it's usually followed by a moan. Excuse me, he's lying. That's a lie, right? Semi-Ida, sleeves rolled up, guitar pick necklace dangling, hair mussed, eyes sharp. I'm Semi. I write songs about people who ruin me in bed. Wanna be a verse. Atsumu, blinking rapidly. Sir, you need to calm down. Sakusa, silently scowled. Osamu Miya, fitted gray tee, arms crossed, eyes full of mischief. Osamu, I cook, I tease, and I eat with my hands. You should see what else I do with them. Kenma, cheeks instantly pink. I don't even. Why did you? Who says that? Atsumu in disbelief. What the fuck is my brother doing here? Cut the cameras. Ushijima Wakatoshi, green button up, stone expression, towering. I am Ushijima. I don't speak unless I intend to follow through. If I say I'll make you shake, I will. Oikawa blinking fast. That was aggressive and unnecessary. What does he mean by shake? Matsukawa Issei, loose shirt open, chains glinting, every look a sin. Matsun, I specialize in eye contact, back scratches, and pulling you into bed when you're still pretending to be mad at me. Oikawa, jaw clench. I am not falling for that again. Not again. Iwaizumi, just let big sigh escape his body. What do you mean again? Oikawa shrugged his shoulders. Terushima Yuuji, tattooed, tan, and oozing chaos. White tang, tongue ring, and the worst intentions. I'm Terushima. I break rules, beds, and egos. So which one of you is begging for all three? Akashi, eyes slightly wide. He's literally my sleep paralysis demon. Bakudo, gripping his seat. I will be watching. Daichi Saamura, burgundy shirt, sleeves rolled, calm and commanding. Daichi, I don't just lead, I pin you down and make you feel safe doing it. Left double quotation mark. Okay, I'm sweating now. Sakusa continued sighing. Aon Takanobu, silent, brick wall and khaki shorts. Kiyoko said, he doesn't speak much. Aon raised a single brow, then sighing. I carry, I lift, I hold, I don't drop. Kenma, slow blinking. That's kinda hot. Hiru forcing a smirking. Wait, am I not hot? Kaganagawa Kanji, bouncing, smiling, built like a golden retriever who lifts. I'm Kagane. I love when people scream my name, but only in bed. I've never heard a worse introduction in my life. This is like sweetness, like he seems like too much of a sweetheart to be here. Sweetheart? Kageyama grumbled. The 12 tempters stood in a line, smirking, flexing, burning holes through every boyfriend's sanity. Kiyoko turned back to the men seated. This island is about temptation, and tonight, you're all already sweating. The music swelled. The camera panned over the boyfriends' faces, some wide-eyed, some red, some stealing themselves with shaking hands, and somewhere, someone's relationship just cracked a little. Kiyoko stepped back into the center of the lounge area, impossibly graceful, holding a small black tray like it was sacred. On it, 5 leather and metal bracelets, each one hand-picked by the tempters. She smiled, warm, mysterious, terrifying. Gentlemen, she said, voice smooth as silk. Tonight, the tempters will each cast their vote for the one person they feel the strongest pull toward. The camera cut to Akashi, who blinked slowly. Hinata whispered, pull? What kind of pull? Each tempter has chosen one of you to gift the bracelet to. It represents interest, desire, and the invitation to begin building something. A flirtation, a friendship, or more. Atsumu's face showed a smirk twitch. Kenma's brows knit. Oikawa's knee bounced. All 5 shifted, some excited, some nauseous, all trapped. This is not a commitment, Kiyoko said, but it's a spark, one that your partners will see. The couple sat close, limbs nearly touching under the fading sunset. The island's warm breeze carried the scent of salt and sweat, mixing with the nervous energy humming between them. Suddenly, from the lush green, the tempters stepped forward, eyes hungry, smiles wicked, ready to unsettle. Tsukishima pushed his glasses up, eyes locked on Hinata. Hey, sunshine, he drawled, voice low and teasing. I wanna see how many times I can make you forget your own damn name before the night's over. He slid a sleek black bracelet onto Hinata's wrist, letting his fingers brush just long enough to make Hinata's pulse skip. Hinata flushed, eyes wide. Kageyama's jaw tightened beside him. Kageyama's voice was firm. Not happening. Tsukishima smirked. Jealous already? I'm just getting started. Lev stepped forward, grin full of promise. Akashi, I want to find every inch of you, slowly, and make sure you don't forget it tomorrow morning. He slipped a vibrant bracelet onto Akashi's wrist, fingers lingering just enough to tease. Bakudo's eyes narrowed. Bakudo warned, don't test me. Lev shrugged, I'm a challenge you'll want to accept. Aeon came close, voice low and dangerous. I'm the kind of storm that'll have you soaked and shaking before you even know what hit you. He fastened a leather band on Akashi's wrist. Bakuto's voice was steady, not on my watch. Aeon's grin was sharp. Asahi smiled, voice velvet smooth. I want to learn your secret spots, Akashi. Make you moan my name until the stars fade. He slid a silver bracelet over Akashi's wrist, fingers trailing teasingly. Bakuto's voice cut through. Enough. Asahi's smile deepened. Sometimes the quiet ones are the loudest in bed. Osamu grinned at Sakusa. You're cold, but I'll be the heat that melts you, strip you down until there's nothing left but need. He slipped a dark bracelet on Sakusa's wrist, eyes dark and tempting. Sakusa's warning was quiet but sharp. Aren't you supposed to give it to someone else? Atsumu's voice was sharp. Wait, aren't you supposed to be putting it on my wrist? We are brothers. I don't give two fucks you are not putting it on my boyfriend's wrist. Osamu laughed out loud. Fine, take it you dick face. You're so annoying. Oh, shut up you homeworker. Aaron sauntered to Atsumu, voice thick with mischief. Let me show you how hard a real king can make you come. He slid a silver chain bracelet onto Atsumu's wrist, fingers trailing boldly. Atsumu's smirk was wicked. Bring it. Sakusa's voice was low. Atsumu, are you serious? Aaron, back off. Semi leaned in, voice smooth as silk. Hunger's hunger. I'm here to feed you every damn craving you've got. Atsumu grinned wide. I'm always ready. Matsukawa stepped to Oikawa. I wanna make you forget every touch you've ever had, tease you until you're begging. He slid a leather bracelet onto Oikawa's wrist with a sly wink. Iwaizumi's voice was steady. Don't screw this up. Matsukawa smiled. I never do. Ushijima stood strong. I'll make you feel things you didn't know you could. Take control, make you submit. He fastened a thick band on Oikawa's wrist. Iwaizumi's jaw clenched. Tsurushima grinned at Kenma. I wanna crash your world, mess up your routine, in bed and out. He snapped the red leather bracelet on Kenma's wrist. Kyuru's warning was sharp. Don't push it. Daichi's tone was calm but firm. I'll show you trust that burns hotter than anything you've known, he says as he looks directly into Kyuru's eyes. He snapped the red leather bracelet on Kenma's wrist. The Tempters stepped back, bracelets gleaming like of wild nights and broken rules. The couples exchanged heated looks, hands clenched, breath shallow. Kageyama growled low. Tsukishima, this isn't a game. Tsukishima smirked, then why's your face so red? Bakuto warned Lev, stay away from Akashi. Lev smiled wider, I'm just getting started. Sakusa said quietly, Osamu, one more step and. Osamu laughed softly, step closer, already there, can we boot him? Like now. Iwaizumi said firmly, back off. Matsukawa laughed, or what? You'll stop me, please. Kyuru said sharply, you don't scare me. Tsurushima smiled darkly, I don't need to. Watch. It's time to meet the men who may ruin your relationship. These are the Tempters for Iwaizumi, Sakusa, Kyuru, Kageyama and Bakuto. Kiyoko announced, calm as ever. 12 single men. They're bold, they're confident, and they're absolutely not here to make your boyfriends feel safe. A pulse of unease rippled through the couples. Gentlemen, she said, stepping aside, come in and make an impression. 1. Nishinoya Yuu. 10. Cocky, shirt hanging open, abs on full display. He walked like he was born to sin. His gaze landed on Kageyama first. You've got that angry stare. Makes me wonder how filthy you get when you finally stop holding back. Hinata choked on air. Kageyama didn't move, but his ears turned red. 2. Kita Shinsuke, all restraint and precision. Black linen shirt, top buttons undone. Cool gaze flicked to Iwaizumi. You look like a man who never asks for anything. I'd make you bed. Oikawa's jaw dropped. Iwa-chan, say something. Iwaizumi clenched his jaw so tight it cracked. 3. Komori Matoya, laid back and glowing. Tank top, muscled arms, sun-warmed skin. His eyes met Sakusa's, who went rigid. Cousin, what the hell? Komori, grinning, don't worry, Omi. I'm only here to see what kind of man makes you fall apart. Excuse me. 4. Suna Rintarao, dark tank, slow swagger. He didn't just walk, he prowled. He stopped in front of Kyuru, eyes dragging down, then back up. I don't fight unless you beg me to, but something tells me you beg real pretty. Kenma blinked. Kyuru smirked, faltered. 5. Tendao Satori, silky red shirt, half tucked, eyes gleaming with madness. He bent low near Bakuto, voice low and hot. You've got too much energy, sweetheart. You need someone who knows how to fuck the tension out of you. Bakuto turned scarlet. Akashi didn't blink, just reached for his drink with perfect composure. 6. Sugaru Kaushi, soft smile, gentle stance, danger beneath it all. He walked straight toward Iwaizumi, voice quieter than the wind. Love shouldn't be something you survive, Hajime. No heat, just a knife wrapped in silk. Oikawa turned toward Iwaizumi like he didn't even care about the cameras. Tell him he's wrong. 7. Hanamaki Takahiro. Pink satin, mischief in his grin. He stopped just behind Sakusa and leaned close enough to make Atsumu flinch. You keep your walls up so high. I just want to know if you moan as controlled as you talk. Sakusa recoiled. Atsumu said nothing, just stared hard. 8. Shirabu Kenjiro. Buttoned up, precise, cold. His voice was calm as he looked directly at Kageyama. I bet you're used to giving orders, but I'd make you whimper for permission. Hinata's jaw hit the floor. Kageyama blinked rapidly, stunned silent. 9. Deishao Sugiru. Unbuttoned shirt, snake smile. He didn't stop until he stood in front of Kuru and Kenma. If he ever stops making you feel wanted, I promise I'll make you feel used in the best way. Kenma's eye twitched. Kyuru's hand flexed on his thigh. 10. Yaku Morisu. All intensity, compact, deadly. He looked up at Bakudo with a cool smirk. You play dumb, but I bet you know exactly how to take control in bed. Show me sometime. Akashi whispered under his breath. Oh, he's gonna die. 11. Gashiki Sutomu. Bouncy, eager, muscles threatening to burst through his too tight shirt. Kageyama Senpai, I want you to teach me how to serve, and then let me return the favor. Hinata fell sideways off the bench. 12. Fukutachi Ren. Dark, wordless. He stepped slowly in front of Bakudo, said nothing, just stared until Bakudo looked away, flushed, well, fuck. Kiyoko stepped forward. Each of these men will be living in the same villa as you. They will flirt. They will challenge you. They may offer you something you haven't felt in a long time, the freedom to be desired without consequence. They each hold one bracelet. They'll offer it to whoever they want to get to know first. If you accept, well, she smiled, lips barely curving. That's when the games truly begin. The 12 tempters lined up before them, chests out, shoulders back, sex appeal dripping off every one of them. Kiyoko faced the original 5 couples again. They are not here for your comfort. They are here to tempt you. The silence that followed was heavy, hungry, hot. The 12 tempters stood in a sharp line, practically glowing under the patio lights. Behind them, the ocean crashed louder, like even the waves wanted to hear what came next. Kiyoko stepped forward, calm, deadly beautiful. She turned to face Kuru, Bakudo, Sakusa, Iwaizumi, and Kageyama, who sat still as stone, eyes wide, jaws locked, tension vibrating off them like electricity. Tonight, she said, voice smooth as silk, you will begin to experience what it's like to be desired in ways your partner may have neglected. Eyes flicked. No one breathed. These 12 men were not chosen randomly. They were picked because they represent something each of you has been craving, consciously or not. She let the words hang. Then, each tempter has been given a single bracelet. That bracelet will be offered to the person who intrigues them the most. The air shifted. Kageyama flinched slightly. Sakusa sat straighter. This is not a confession of love. It's not a guarantee. It is an invitation. She glanced toward the tempters. Some smiled. Some licked their lips. Some looked like they were already plotting. If you accept the bracelet, it means you're open to exploring something new. Something unfiltered, uninhibited, unclaimed. Bakudo swallowed hard. Kuru glanced sideways at Iwaizumi, who hadn't moved a muscle. There's no rule that says you must say yes. But remember, she tilted her head, voice soft but merciless. If you keep saying no to connection, someone else might start saying yes in your place. Then, she stepped back. Tempters, choose. A hush fell over the group. The second set of tempters stepped from the palm-lined path, bodies lit by firelight and the faint glow of string lights. Every single one of them radiated confidence, dressed to tempt, smirking like predators sizing up prey. Nishinoya bounced forward first, cocky grin sharp. Hey, Kuru, he purred, voice low. I've always wondered what kind of noises you'd make when someone's got their hand down your pants and their mouth on your throat at the same time. Guess I'll find out. He slipped the bold black bracelet onto Kuru's wrist. Kenma's head snapped up. Kenma hissed, back off. Noya. Nishinoya winked. Relax, kitty. I like a little fight. Kita approached Iwaizumi, steady, voice velvet smooth. Iwaizumi, he murmured, you strike me as a man who needs someone to take care of him properly. I'm the kind of guy who'll have you coming undone, slow and rough, right where no one else can hear. He slid a sleek bracelet on Iwa's wrist, fingers brushing with deliberate softness. Oikawa's jaw flexed. You've got a death wish, Oikawa muttered darkly. Kita only smiled. Could be, worth it. Komori sauntered toward Bakudo, smirking cockily. Bakudo, I know you like it loud. I'm here to make you beg so sweet your boyfriend won't recognize the sounds you make for me. He eased the bracelet onto Bakudo's wrist, thumb stroking his pulse point. Akashi's gaze sharpened. I'd watch where you put your hands, Komori. Komori chuckled. I'm watching plenty. Suna slid in front of Sakusa, lazy grin dangerous. Sakusa, all that distance you keep? I'd ruin that in one night. Have you tangled up in my sheets and tangled up in me, all messy and mine? He slipped the dark leather bracelet onto Sakusa's wrist, brushing his palm. Atsumu stiffened. Touch him again and you'll regret it. Suna smirked. Didn't even have to try. Tendao stepped toward Sakusa too, head tilted, grin unhinged. Ever wonder what it's like to be completely wrecked by someone who can read you like a filthy, desperate little book? I'm that guy. He snapped the blood-red bracelet on Sakusa's wrist. Atsumu's voice was a sharp warning. Back off. Tendao cackled. I love him feisty. Sugawara approached Kageyama with an innocent-looking smile, voice dangerously soft. Kageyama, you look like a man who doesn't let anyone take control. I'm gonna break that. Tie you up, tease you till you cry, then fuck you so slow you'll beg me to stop. He slid a bracelet onto Kageyama's wrist. Hinata's eyes widened. Whoa, no the hell you won't. Suga's grin widened. Sounds like a challenge. Hanamaki followed to Iwaizumi, smirking. Iwa-chan, I bet you're loud when you fall apart. Lucky for you, I plan on finding out what you sound like when it's me making you lose it. He fastened a leather band onto Iwaizumi's wrist. Oikawa's tone dropped to ice. Touch him again and see what happens. Hanamaki chuckled. Someone's territorial. Shirabu came next, cool-eyed, gaze fixed on Iwaizumi. I like control, Iwaizumi. I'll have you on your knees so fast you won't remember who you came here with. He slid a slim black bracelet on Iwa's wrist. Oikawa snapped. That's enough. Shirabu smirked. You haven't seen anything yet. Deishao stepped to Kyoru, voice silky. Leader types like you, always the filthiest when someone else takes charge. I plan on seeing just how filthy you can get. He slipped the dark bracelet onto Kyoru's wrist. Kenma's tone sharpened. Not happening. Deishao shrugged. We'll see. Yaku moved to Kyoru too, voice deceptively sweet. Kyoru, I've seen how you move. I want those hands on me while I fuck you done. He pressed a bracelet onto Kyoru's wrist. Kenma's glare could cut glass. Don't test me, Yaku. Yaku smirked. Tests already started. Gashiki approached Bakudo with wide, eager eyes. Bakudo-san, I've dreamed about what you'd sound like underneath me. I plan to hear it soon. He fastened a bracelet on Bakudo's wrist. Akashi's voice cut through the tension. You're done? Gashiki swallowed hard. Fukutachi finally stepped to Kageyama. You ever been properly wrecked, Kageyama? I'll make sure you are. All night. He pressed the bracelet onto Kageyama's wrist. Hinata's sharp. No the hell you won't. The second wave stepped back. Bracelets gleaming like chains of challenge. The fire crackled. The air was electric. Tempters and boyfriends stared each other down. Kyoru let out a slow breath, eyeing Deishao. Cocky bastard. Deishao grinned. I plan to be. Sakusa spoke, voice deadly calm. Don't touch me again. Suna smiled. Lazy. Guess we'll see. Iwaizumi's hands flexed. I don't play games. Kita answered softly. Neither do I. Oikawa's eyes were cold, but his voice was sugar. Better sleep with one eye open. Komori winked. I'll be watching you, sweetheart. Hinata fumed at Sugawara. Don't even think about it. Suga licked his lips. Already did. Kenma muttered. Dead men walking. The host's voice broke the tension. Singles, welcome your tempters. The bracelets mean you've caught their eye. And from here, anything goes. Camera pans across the patio, bracelets gleaming on wrists, couples shaken, tempters smirking in the shadows. The fire crackles. Then, a single spotlight shines on Kiyoko as she steps forward into the center of the lounge. The wind stirs her white dress just slightly. Her heels stop exactly on the edge of the firelight. She turns to the camera, looks directly into it, eyes sharp as knives. Then she speaks. What did we learn tonight? Was it the way Kyoru's smirk cracked when Nishinoya said hand down your pants? Or the way Iwaizumi's fists clenched when 3 different men said they'd break him? Was it the way Atsumu's brother tried to seduce his boyfriend, right next to him? Did you feel that? The tension? The heat? Or was it jealousy that caught your breath too? Let's be honest, which of the 12 tempters would you have said yes to? The slow burn of Kita's control, the chaos of Terashima's ego, the way Suna didn't even raise his voice, and still made Sakusa's soul leave his body, and the boyfriends. Which one do you think cracked first? Was it Bakudo, when Komori said he wanted to hear what he sounds like, beneath someone else? Was it Kageyama, whose wrists now wear more bracelets than common sense? Or was it Iwaizumi, who hasn't spoken in 4 minutes because his whole nervous system rebooted? She tilts her head, her tone softens, but stays sharp. Do you think you would have held eye contact with Ushijima after what he said to Oikawa? Do you think you could have handled Sugawara whispering that into your ear? Are you sure? Or did your breath catch too? Now ask yourself this, when love is tested, when desire is offered, when someone looks at you like you're worth ruining a relationship for, would you stay loyal, or would you say yes? She stares into the camera, then gives a small, terrifying smile. This was only the beginning. Good night.
Bitch left leg lock up when she bout to come.